All right, story time on how I crashed a Polycon on accident. This is gonna be a long video to be honest with you, but it's all of my life is crazy now. So a Polycon is going on currently, and I'm busy today and tomorrow, so I couldn't make a Polycon, so I wasn't super stressed about it. But I found out a bunch of people I know because I'm kind of an influencer. Were gonna be there, so I decided, okay, I'll just show up on Thursday, and when the event ends at like 9, I'll go out and get drinks with them, whatever. So I'll get a room, and all of that will be great. But then I decided, you know what? I'm not even gonna do that. I'm gonna show up at like 2 on Thursday. I'm gonna post that I'm there. I'm gonna go hang out in this atrium area, which is like this really large space at the Gaylord Hotel where it was at. And I love that hotel, and I figured if no one came, I would do some writing, because I do write sometimes now. I would do some writing and then just wait around until people got done, or as people trickled out, then I could hang out with my friends. So I did. I posted that like on Wednesday, I think. And on Wednesday, Callie Hart, number 7 on most, I think, paperback book sales for last year, slid into my DMs. Was like, hey, I have a ball on Friday. If you want to come to that, I can get you in for free. I'm like, sweet, that's awesome. And then it evolved into, actually, we're just hanging out on Thursday, me and my team. Do you want to come hang out in my hotel room? We're going to be packing gift bags and stuff like that. And I'm like, yeah. So then that's how I got to hang out with a best-selling author, one of my favorite best-selling authors, in her hotel room with her and her friends. It was awesome. We got pictures. And then she was like, hey, we're going to this author-only event. It's not even open to the public. Do you want to come? And I'm like, yes. So she brought me along, and she's like, hey, this is Squamer. He's an influencer. He makes book videos. And I took 0 pictures there. I'm a terrible content creator. I'm awful. I met a bunch of other authors, and I met a bunch of other influencers. Didn't take a single damn picture. I need a PA, like a personal assistant, a person that just follows me around and takes pictures, because this is a universal thing that keeps happening. So we go to that. We hang out. It was awesome. And then we all went to dinner. Me, Callie, her 2 assistants, some voice actors, the woman who owns Podium Audio, her name's Victoria, who did Quicksilver, the audio for Quicksilver. She came to dinner with us, so I got to meet all these people and hang out with these crazy, super cool people that I was like, what the hell is my life right now? And then we all went out to the bar together, and then I met more influencers, which I didn't take enough pictures of. I did take a picture with Corbin King, the voice actor from Madness. We're buddies now. We hung out a lot. We're besties. It's fine. I just want to point out, I hung out with like several, maybe like a dozen content creators and authors and stuff like that. This is the only picture I took out from hanging out at that bar. The only one. I did get stopped a few times to get pictures taken with me while I was there, so there might be some floating around with like random attendees, but other than that, this is the only picture I have from that night of meeting all these people, because I suck. Okay, the next morning, Friday morning, I got a badge and assistant little thing that says I'm an author's assistant, and I can pretty much free roam wherever I wanted. And then I went and hung out with Callie and her team as we set up her signing booth. And then sadly I had to go before anything else happened, but I told them I'd be back because, again, I don't live that far. So I drove home, did the stuff I needed to do on Friday, and then I came back. She had her Yavilian ball. I always pronounce it wrong. And I specifically said to her and her team, I was like, oh man, this is great, because normally when I go to events, I have to wear these stupid Illyrian wings, but there's no Illyrians in her books. So, and her team was like, you have wings? And I was like, yeah. And they're like, you need to wear the wings. And I was like, so here I am in the ball with the wings. I got to meet Hawkeye too, which, by the way, out of all the people besides Callie that I was like for some reason nervous to meet, I was super nervous to meet her because she's like really popular, like she's crazy. And she's one of the first people I followed on Book Talk, so I was like really nervous for some reason. I hit her in the head with my wings, cause so like legit, like real hard. And she was like, dude, I was like, I'm so sorry. And there's me and Callie at the ball. It was awesome. And the next morning I had to be gone by 10, but the convention started at 8, so I got to wander around. I went down there, asked if they needed help. They said no. I helped. I brought like some basic stuff like Advil or whatever for them because everyone was exhausted. But I brought that, and I was like, here, this is my contribution for the morning. And they're like, okay, go enjoy the convention for the 2 hours you've got. So I walked around, got to see a few more people. Got to see Alistair Reeds, which is cool because she was really nice, and I've been dying to meet her. And actually, I hung out with her like 2 nights in a row. This is the only picture we have together. Well, actually, I took 3 because I like the angle on this one better. Oh, but like 30 seconds after this picture was taken at the ball, I forgot to mention, one of the event coordinators for Polycon was like, why didn't you just email us? And I was like, well, I applied for the influencer program and I didn't get in. So I wasn't going to double down and send an email. And they were like, no, you caused a stir among the volunteers. And I was like, I did what? So I guess there's like a group chat maybe, or some communication forum for all the people that like volunteered and were wearing blue shirts. And they somehow mentioned that I wasn't supposed to be there, but I was there. So they were all trying to find me. Multiple times during the convention, I got like hunted down by volunteers being like, I knew you were here. And I was like, I'm sorry. So the event coordinator was like, next year, just email me. We'll just get you in. And I'm like, oh, okay. Because I never like to pull rank. Like, it makes me very uncomfortable to pull rank on like, you know, like, I don't know. But anyways, it was the best time. I couldn't stay for the whole thing, but the parts I got to be there for were absolutely amazing. She's amazing. Every person I met was great, and I am sad I couldn't be there longer. But it is absolutely wild that I'm just able to just show up to events now and just be like, hey, I'm here. Like, I can only do that because you guys follow me and watch me, and I appreciate every one of you. So that was my PolyCon event.